Stay tuned for the newest edition of Pike County Extension News Update. Welcome to this edition of Pike County Extension News Update. My name is Tammy Jones, and I'm the Family Consumer Science Educator here in Pike County. And today I'd like to introduce you to someone new in our office and a new face in our county, our new Ag and Natural Resource Educator, Will Hamman.
Thank you, Tammy, for the update. First of all, I want to say I'm excited to be here, join the Extension staff in Pike County, and start my career. A little bit about me, my background. I'm from Southern Ohio. I grew up on a family farm. We raised livestock and agronomic crops. And as of recently, I just graduated from Ohio State. I got both my bachelor's and master's there. I spent 2 years working on soybean research, where I kind of narrowed my focus down to precision agriculture and agronomy, crop science. And I was fortunate enough to land a job here in Pike County and get started. A little bit of update on what's going on in the area. As you know, we've got pretty wet conditions, and the preventative planning maintenance is what's kind of taking place right now. It's kind of a overwhelming task, especially for the insurance adjusters who are taking on this challenge to this scale. It's not something that everyone has a lot of experience with. But as of recently, last week, they updated the uses or incorporations that the farmers can implement on their farms. So the latest is that starting September 1st, farmers can harvest forages or grain crops or graze these preventative plant acres. Now, as far as what is allowed to be incorporated or kind of added to these fields is still kind of a little bit in limbo. We're working with the FSA office, the NRCS office, and the insurance adjusters to kind of see what's going to be allowed and not allowed and best practice. So if you have preventative plant acres and you are looking into what you can incorporate to kind of protect your fields from other issues going into the fall, I would make sure before you do anything, get approval from your insurance adjuster. Make sure they're going to allow you to incorporate that crop or that grazing practice before you do anything, because the last thing you want to do is jeopardize that preventative plant payment. If you have questions about what you can do or what your options are, please give me a call at the Extension office or stop in and see me. I'd be happy to help you out and kind of guide you in a direction that's going to be best for you. Also, I will be involved with the fair. I know it's a big community event, and I'll be there every day. So if you guys see me out there, please stop and introduce yourself. I'd be glad to take a minute to kind of get to know everyone in the community. I appreciate that, and thank you for your time.
And just one added information to that, you can reach us at 740-289-4837, and Will can also be reached at your email address.
Yes, my email is Hammon, HAMMAN.41 @osu.edu.
So great. So great addition. We're happy to have Will, and he is making great contacts and out in the community already. So if you have questions or have a need or not sure what he can offer you or help you with, feel free to give him a call or an email, and we'd be happy to connect you with Will. So moving on with our update, I wanted to inform you of some things that I've been working on with our Pike County Local Foods Group. And one is our Pike County Local Foods Directory, which has been created by our group to list businesses and locations within the county that produce products that you can purchase in order to support local vendors, growers, and producers. So this on screen right now, you see one side of the pamphlet that we have created. It's a tri-fold pamphlet, and you will start seeing this in locations throughout the county where they are being distributed right now to kind of lead you and guide you of where that you can shop and choose to eat locally to support local vendors and growers and producers. The next slide is going to be the inside of it, which lists many of the local producers in the county or locations where you can reach them. I'll just run through them really quick. The Bainbridge Produce Auction, Beast and Bottle, Corcoran Farms, Freezer Beef, Country Crust Bakery, Ewing Farms, Grassroots Farm and Foods, Hickory Knoll Meats, Sarah's Sweets, Susie's Sweets, Southern Ohio Growers Cooperative, Van Meter Farms, and Way Farms. This list is current as of now, but we know that it can constantly be changing. So as new additions are made to local locations where you can purchase or buy locally produced or grown foods, we will update that from time to time. So be on the lookout for that. You can also find a copy of this at our website, which is pike.osu.edu, if you would like to have a copy or see a copy up close. The next thing I'd like to talk to you about is an upcoming program I'm offering at the Waverly Library on Tuesday, July the 17th. This will be at 1 p.m. at the Garnet Wilson Library in Waverly. And this is a beginning, kind of just interested, want to know more about crocheting. I have a special guest, Taylor Wilson, will be joining me that day to assist those that are interested in beginning or learning what's needed and to learn some basic crochet stitches so that they can get started. So she will be on hand to help you. So if you or someone you know is interested in crocheting or picking up the hobby, then please plan to join us at 1 o'clock on Tuesday, July the 17th at the Waverly Library. I do hold a monthly series there of different topics, and this will be our July session held on the 17th. And stay tuned monthly. And you can also, in addition to this update, you can also check out our website, again, at pike.osu.edu to find our monthly classes that I will be hosting there moving forward.
For the crocheting, can anyone kind of attend to that? And then what do you need to bring?
Absolutely. This class is free and open to the public. It could be beginners. It may be someone that already knows how to crochet and they just want to share their knowledge. So honestly, they don't have to bring anything. We will be providing basic crochet needles and yarn, and Taylor will be there to assist anyone that's interested in getting started in that.
Great.
So yes, come out and join us. Another program that I'm offering that actually is beginning on July the 2nd, and it's going to run for 4 consecutive weeks. This is a parenting class. So it's for parents who have children from birth to 5 years old. So it is called the First 5 Years Active Parenting. I will be offering this program starting Tuesday, July the 2nd, and it runs for 4 consecutive weeks on Tuesdays from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. And this class will be held at the First Baptist Church in Waverly. And I want to thank them for being our host site and allowing me to use their space there. So those parents that are interested, the class is free, so there is no charge. You do need to contact me to register, and you can do that by calling my office at 740-289-4837, and I can get you registered for the first class on July the 2nd. But in addition to the training, which is a 2-hour training each of the 4 days, those that attend will receive incentives for their transportation cost. In addition, there will be snacks served. And the most important thing, there's child care provided. So parents who have those children that are younger can come, and we will be providing child care, and that will be provided by the First Baptist Youth. They will be there providing child care free of charge. So hopefully, if you know someone that fits this category that has children from 0 to 5 years, please let them know to give me a call and take advantage of this free programming that is made possible through a grant that we received with the Children's First Trust Foundation. This slide talks to you about Way Farms, which is one of our local partners for local foods here in Pike County. And this is a new addition. Way Farms is not new to Pike County, but they are able to now accept the SNAP benefits card. So for those users that use the EBT direction card for food benefits, you can now use that card at Way Farms Market in Waverly in order to purchase produce. And in addition to that, we have partnered with Adina Health System to double up the dollars. So your SNAP card will get you $10 for fresh produce, fruits and vegetables from Way Farms. And if you use it there, Adina will match that, so it will actually entitle you to $20 in benefits at Way Farms Market in Waverly. It's a great partnership between Way Farms, Adina Health System, and the Pike County Local Foods Group to bring you this offering. And please support Way Farms by stopping by their Waverly Market, which is at 403 East Emmett Avenue in Waverly. Their market hours are Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., and they are also open on Saturday from 9 to 5. And I know that weekly new produce is coming into their market. I know sweet corn, they're hoping by the end of this week. So stop in there and take advantage of those offerings because it is a great program, and we appreciate Adina's support of doubling up those dollars to allow families fresh fruits and vegetables in their home. So it's a great partnership that we're excited to work with them on. So Will talked a little bit about the Pike County Fair earlier and being out there and helping out with it, which is right around the corner, as you know. It actually begins at the end of July on Friday, July the 26th. So Kristen couldn't be with us today, so we are going to provide you with some information of upcoming events, and definitely stay tuned to next month's edition because as we get closer to the fair, there will be even more details coming out about things happening. So I want to start by the last weekend in June, there will be a dog show held at the fairgrounds. This is a working dog class and agility show, and this is open to anyone, but we especially welcome those 4-H'ers to come out and practice showing their dogs on the courses that will be set up. If you're interested in this or need more information, you can reach out to Kristen Campbell at 740-289-4837, and she can provide you with more information about that. Also, there is a goat clinic coming up on July 9th that our office will be hosting, and this will be covering the showmanship class for the goat shows coming up for the fair. She wanted me to be sure to mention to you they'll be giving away shearing and grooming stand to one youth that has attended all 3 of the clinics. So it's an opportunity for a youth that's taking a goat project to win that very nice prize. As we move closer to the fair, I want to mention to you that anyone that's taking a market animal has a mandatory book interview, a project book interview, where they actually come to the fairgrounds and they will have an interview with a judge about their project book that needs to be completed. We have 2 of those sessions set up. One is on July the 16th and the other one is on July the 23rd. And again, this is mandatory for all youth taking market animal projects. During these market animal project interviews, there will be project skill-a-thons set up that will be taking place at the same time. The reason this is important is that the youth who complete a skill-a-thon, if you are interested in contending for the outstanding livestock exhibitor, you must participate in the book interview and the skill-a-thon, which again will take place on either July 16th or July 23rd. So in order to win the Outstanding Livestock Exhibitor, the youth must complete the skill-a-thon showmanship class at the fair, as well as their market class or equal class for the horse and dairy. This great honor is bestowed up on someone each year. It's given at the fair, and these youth exhibit what 4-H is all about, which is knowledge, showmanship, and hard work. Each species has a junior, an intermediate, and a senior winner, but there is also an overall winner that has the top score of all 3 age divisions. These youth not only get a trophy, but they also get a belt buckle, which is donated by the 4-H committee, and a jacket that is sponsored by the Pike County Farm Bureau. This is always a very exciting event, definitely for spectators to come out and watch this event in order to see all of those things that the kids work on all year and for years and through their 4-H career kind of all come together. As mentioned, the knowledge, the showmanship, and the hard work that goes into it. So we appreciate the sponsors of that, the 4-H committee and the Pike County Farm Bureau. A couple other updates. July the 18th is an important day for anyone taking a nutrition, clothing, or still project for 4-H this year. Those schedules are open, and individuals can schedule their time to be judged on July the 18th. And the following day, those participants that are eligible to go to the state fair will be notified, and as they prepare for state fair judging, which coincidentally happens during our county fair. So those individuals know ahead of time in order to be prepared for state fair judging. There's been a lot of talk around the county about the happenings at the fairground as far as buildings. I know Will's probably noticed a lot of changes in the short time he's been there, so I just want to provide a little bit of an update on that. The new horse barn will have the stalls installed within this week, and they're looking great, and a lot of hard work and effort's been put into that. And in addition to the new horse barns, which are down over the hill behind the multipurpose building, arriving on the fairgrounds for 2019, you will notice that the A.E. Blom Arena is no longer standing and the barns that were attached to it. Currently today, they are putting up a new multi-species barn, and this will house rabbits, chickens, goats, and lambs. And this combined barn should be completed within the next 2 weeks, so it will be ready to go for opening day of the 2019 Pike County Fair. So the old goat barn, which really isn't that old as in years it's been there, but the former goat barn, is now going to be our show arena, which is located at the top of the hill as well. And we want to give a special thanks to Deslin Construction and Chad Jordan, our Pike County Commissioners, the Senior Fair Board, for all of their hard work and energies that has been put into making sure these barns are ready and making them a reality for all of the Pike County youth. So please be sure to stop out and check out these new additions as far as structures go to enhance the fairgrounds during our 2019 fair. And speaking of fair, kickoff date for the fair is Friday, July 26th, and that starts with harness racing at 5 p.m. at the fairgrounds, and that continues at noon on Saturday with harness racing. And then starting at 4 p.m. on Saturday, July the 27th, there will be a horse show, and it's part one of the horse show series that will take place at the fair this year. So those that are interested in participating or viewing or spectating any of those events, please mark your calendars starting Friday, July the 26th with harness racing and Saturday, July the 27th for our first opening day of horse shows at the Pike County Fair. I know I've ran through lots of things, Will. Is there anything that you can think of that maybe I've left off this time?
I don't think so. I think the fairgrounds look a lot different. It's exciting to see the new barn going up, so it's going really quickly. So it'll be nice when it's all completed and ready for the fair.
Absolutely. So lots of happenings going on structurally.
Yeah.
Lots of happenings with judgings, lots of dates. 4-H clubs are finalizing their final meetings, which have to be completed by July the 15th. So I know there's a lot of timelines and things that are happening right now. So staying on top of that is super important. And you can easily do that by checking out our website at pike.osu.edu, which is constantly updated with dates and deadlines that are important to 4-Hers, as well as giving our office a call if you have any questions about any of the information that we've talked about today. And we can be reached at 740-289-4837, and we would be happy to help you with answering questions, providing dates, or support in any way to help those that are working on 4-H projects get those completed by fair time.